Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on the winners of 8 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Wolverines offense is on the field for the first time today. And guys, as this year has gone on, it has become harder and harder to ignore the excellence that this quarterback is putting out there each and every week.
Well, the secret's out now. And I think at the start of the year, everybody knew this guy was talented. They wanted to see if he could be consistent, though. And David, he's been that through the first half of the season. So now he's got the target on his back. He's got to elevate his play because everybody knows he's what makes this offense go.
But he's got to do it when it matters most. And that's when we start talking about winning conference championships at the end of the year, getting into the playoffs. So great start, great middle. How he finishes will determine whether he's going to be at that Heisman ceremony.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This team is an underdog for a reason, but you talk about getting off to a hot start, creating some belief. First drive, and you force a turnover.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Purdue! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's first down. To the air, it's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, great tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Moore. On the move at the 30. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. To the air on first down. Makes the catch. It's Simpson.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. With that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Moore.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Boilermakers have this offense rolling. Off play action on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's McCovey. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the...
Turning it on! Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Boilermakers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Creates a little room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Keeps it on the draw.
Already, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much. Even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Grabbed behind the line, it's Moore. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he'll return it and try to get behind his block. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Steps away. Gonna try to get it himself. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative, and that time, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
Usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Caught near the sticks. It's McCulley. Tackled at the 45 after a 5-yard pickup.
It's just incredible. You see the arm talent in that last throw. The quarterback position is the hardest position to play in team sports. The fact that this guy is right out of high school and somehow in the conversation to win the Heisman Trophy, that's one of the best stories right now in all of sports.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback running on the draw. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Catch in the middle. It's Simpson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Here's a heat. He'll pull it down. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because the speed on defense.
They would have needed a 50-yard field goal from here, so instead they'll keep the offense out there and go for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game believing they could run the football in critical down and distances, and they did it right there on that 4th down.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Looking to throw. Unleashes it. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Wolverines. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Vanderbilt. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a bet.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Picked off, that's number 15 on the year. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Well, what a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're off to a really strong start and operating with a 14-10 lead. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
To the air, it's Underwood. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Now the pressure is on to keep pace as they start this drive trailing 21-10. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So here comes the Michigan offense. Really couldn't ask for much more than this. An early 21-10 lead on the ball. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Caught over the middle, it's McCulley. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle at Simpson. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
And, man, this QB has delivered all year long. All the hype coming in as a freshman. Like, will he get on the field? Not only does he get
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle at Simpson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Quarterback on the keeper. It's a seam wide open. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. And the Boilermakers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds the tight end. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Unloads quickly. Still running at the 40. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side.
And you want to run the football, right? That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
And you just think about guys that just look great in their unis. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
The Boilermakers will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Here's the handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. They stop. Almost immediately short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They get to him as he throws. He's got an open man. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Pocket breaking down. Fires to the big fella. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Rushes on him. Flushed out of the pocket. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try along. Well, players don't really like kickers, but if this guy bangs through this 60-yarder, he'll be the toast of the team. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
What a weapon this kicker is. When you've got leg talent like that, you're liable to score from anywhere on the field. Just get the ball close to midfield, and you can put 3 on the board.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Pressure coming. Crosses the 35. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. After the run, now to throw. That's caught. It's Ross. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense. The Boilermakers are rolling down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy.
Intercepted! A first half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Got a man, it's McCulley. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Wolverines come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
If you're going to be a quarterback in the Heisman race, you've got to win games and you got to put up big numbers, and that's exactly what this guy has done all season long. Top 10 in the nation in passing yardage, and he's the biggest reason why they've been winning.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Non-name receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu. They're trailing by just 4 to Vanderbilt. Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll give it to the back. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Moore. And they'll finally get him down. terrific pickup.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it, and that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. And the Boilermakers are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Mission and Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Out of bounds at the 49-yard line, but not before getting it into opponent territory. Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Makes the grab, it's Moore. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Catch in the middle, it's McCulley. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Moore. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Skips away from pressure. Got all he needed for the first down, and then he gets down on the slide.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the 1st down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw...
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these...
And the pressure gets to him again, another sack.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
He's got him. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Boilermakers are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with a halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Ann Arbor. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the